When I draw a room, the first thing that I do is draw the furniture. And to make the furniture look 3D, instead of drawing a rectangle, I use a trapezoid for the seat of the couch and a rectangle for the front and back. The reason I do that is because when things are far away, they look smaller, and when things are closer, they look bigger. So the front of the couch is a longer line, and the back of the couch is a shorter line. The same thing with this table. The top of the table is a trapezoid. You can see how the legs go straight down. Next, I'm drawing a bookshelf. This bookshelf is smaller because it's further away, but you can see the top of the bookshelf is a trapezoid, and then the front of the bookshelf, because it's facing us, is a rectangle. I added some rectangles for the books, and then I made diagonal lines to make them look like the tops of the books. After the bookshelf, now I'm going to add a chair. And again, I use a trapezoid for the seat of the chair, and then rectangles for the front and for the seat of the backrest. Now I'm adding a lamp. You can see on the top of the lamp and on the bottom, I use a shape that's a squished oval. It's called an ellipse. Now I'm adding a fireplace. The fireplace is furthest away. The fireplace is going to be in the wall, so I made that back higher than everything else. Now I'm drawing a rectangle for a window, and I'm going to make a rectangle for the back wall. I made diagonal lines coming from each corner to show that the floor is coming towards us. So the bottom of the picture, the floor actually almost looks like a big trapezoid. I'm adding a door on the side. And if you add something on side walls, you have to make sure that the lines are on diagonals too. Now I'm adding some lines to represent the floorboards. So I'm going to make a wood floor. I made an ellipse-shaped carpet, so it looks like a round rug in front of the couch. After I'm done drawing everything, I outline it with a Sharpie marker. And I use a Sharpie marker because Sharpie markers do not bleed when they get wet. So a regular Crayola marker is water-based, and if it gets wet from watercolors, it will smear, but the Sharpie marker does not. So after everything is outlined, I'm painting, and I'm using cool colors for the outside. So purples and blues and greens. I mainly just use purples and blues. And now I'm using warm colors for the inside. Red, oranges, yellows, browns. After I paint everything on the inside, I'm going to go back in and I take white and I add little snowflakes. I add details. I make sure everything looks nice and neat. It's important that you paint things different colors. The wall should be a different color than the floor. The chairs should be a different color than the wall. That way they stand out. If everything is painted the same color, it'll be hard to tell what things are.